Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Sorry we're a little late. Some housekeeping. Gray does not currently have a camera.
Oh no.
So
I did order one though. I did order one. It'll be here tomorrow, possibly.
Okay. So we'll only be audio, and then we have Gwenna, and then we may have another co-host who signed up if she remembers to show up. Or for internet. I don't know if her internet's being a problem. Mine has been acting weird today. So hopefully we don't have problems during the stream. Knock on wood. But something we can celebrate is that Mother Mercy has broken the not only top 1,000, but top 700 of the vigilante justice subgenre. The hardcover was discounted by Amazon and still is for less than the ebook currently.
Oh.
So if you like this awesome dust jacket, but more importantly, want the extra bonus scene that's exclusive to the print version and not in the ebook, and it will not be in the upcoming audiobook, publication TBD, or really like cool
Gorgeous
covers, grab that now while the deal's still out there. They did not consult us on discounting this book.
Wow.
So I don't know how long it's going to last. Also, if you're going to be in the New York area on Friday, April 3rd, later this week, we are hosting a book signing at Barnes & Noble, Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn location again, where I will be talking to the author, Chandra Arthur, about her book, and then she'll be signing copies. So please check that out. It is all on our website. Let's do intros.
Oh crap, my purse.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
It's refreshing.
No. Okay. What to do, everybody? My name is Grayson Wild, and I write with pride. I like diving into fantasy, high, low, and all in between, accompanied by a warm mug of coffee. Thank you guys for having me. Today I'll be working on world building and setting up a plotter for a project. And on to you, Gwenna.
I am Gwenna at Gwenna the Winna, everywhere that matters. I am a current undergrad at SMU Online studying creative writing, and I am a novelist. I have written 6 fantasy books, more to come.
Love that.
Nice.
If you don't know who I am, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. Some authors choose to anyway. This book is amazing. And if you are very upset at the news cycle and want some actual accountability, might I suggest Female Dexter, Female Rage, Vigilante Justice, as I said already, Female Serial Killer, which is implied in the Female Dexter, but you know, just all the good things. Sorry, I have been eating lunch. So really proud of that book. We had another thriller come out in February. We have one now coming out in May that was slated for April, but those events that are happening for that book, Thanks for Watching by Kate Kavanaugh, the Texas event, San Antonio at Nowhere Bookshop, is still happening on April 21st, the original publication date. And then she will be with Becca C. Smith and her book, Grandma's Little Secret, which was our title from February, at the Mysterious Bookshop on April 23rd. In New York City, April 24th, she will be at the Fountain Bookshop, which is a bookshop / ice cream parlor. And then April 27th, she will be at the same Barnes & Noble where Becca had her book signing. Chandra will be having hers this Friday. And yeah, so Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn location. All of this is on our events calendar on our website. That is really the best place to follow our events, because we also have authors who will tell me or post their own events, like our author Jesse Elliott, who went to an event called Books in Bloom last weekend. and stuff like that. She's in Canada, so if you are like, oh, I can't be in the States, she does a bunch of events, and we try and keep our calendar up to date. Our calendar also has our live streams. We do not yet have an April live stream calendar because I need to start integrating 2 physical therapy sessions per week into my life, and I am meeting with them for the first time tomorrow. So, all that said, last thing of housekeeping is we also use the Forest app on this channel and over on our Twitch, same username, Inimitable Books, for our writing sprints. You do not need to have the Forest app. We are not sponsored by the Forest app. I just really like their app for productivity because at least when you are first starting out, you can save up your focus time, which is what you get for successfully not using your phone during a planting session, which is your focus session. You can then save up those fake coins to redeem to plant a real tree through their partnership, Trees for the Future. They limit you to only being able to plant 5 real trees, which is crazy because I have over 53,000 focus coins at this point. So
That's a lot.
you can also use those focus points to unlock digital tree species in the app so that you can have some variety. And then they have certain ones that are from which is real money. And again, we are not sponsored by them. So I am not advocating for people to necessarily pay for the app if that is not within your budget or you're not interested. For people who are thinking, I'm not interested at all, totally fine. I will be putting up a timer on screen. And that can be definitely used if you are watching on replay. But the forest codes that I'll be sharing are not available for use on the replays. Portia, why don't you do your intro while I generate the first forest room code.
Hey everybody, I am Portia. I write the things, excuse me, I write poems, collage things. I'm currently spring cleaning, so enjoy the mess.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are the cat ears?
Oh, I have some.
You came up here earless? How dare?
I know.
How dare you?
How dare?
There's the Portia.
Love the
I
color.
know.
Love the color.
There she is.
I knew something was missing. I was like, oh, okay. So that is me.
Welcome, Portia.
There we go. Forest room code. Great. I have given up on them sponsoring me or Inimitable or any channel I run because I have asked them multiple times over the years and they just don't respond. They barely respond to the app is glitched with your latest update, which no longer happens anymore, knock on wood. But it used to happen with every single update.
It's so
If
stupid
John
'cause
Green
you
cannot
so
get
many
Dr.
people-
Pepper to sponsor him, I don't think you're getting Forrest to sponsor you.
Oh, I let it go. I stopped pursuing it in like 2023.
I spoke over you, Gray.
But the thing is just that so many of us are even on there because of you.
Exactly.
And it grinds my gears because the least you could do is sponsor, like so many of us.
It was also before it was a paid thing, so they're probably like, I mean, now they have it, but yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I do literally mean whatever. I'm like, what? Bygones be bygones. But I do, before I forget, want to save the updated thumbnail so I can update it on the website. Why do I have the same tabs open in 2 different Finder windows? I'm like, hold up. Okay.
Oh, yes, give me.
What?
I have my I have Focus up with my tasks, and if you
Mhm.
have Focus Plus, you could do growing a tree. You could do a flower bloom. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's adorable. It's adorable.
Mm-hmm. Actually, we are doing the mushroom, but I just really quickly. Wait, why do I have the newer trees on my personal forest app, but not this one? They didn't add the new trees. I don't understand you, Forest. Okay, well, ignore what I was just starting to say. Because there are 3 new trees that are absolutely not showing up on my work phone account. Sorry, I had food in my mouth. Technically, still do. Let me join the room. Gray, are you doing your own?
No, I can't. It's not letting me because it's being rude.
Again.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, try uninstalling again because they just released an update.
I did. I did it earlier. I tried about 3, 4 times, and I just gave up because I got so frustrated. Which is why I have
Okay.
Focus up on my end. Oh yeah, it worked last week for like 3 days and then stopped.
Mm.
Hi JC, how you doing?
Wait.
Well, I
Is
was
JC in the
waiting.
chat?
Yeah,
JC,
JC
my
entered.
love.
Hey, JC. So, JC, I watch JC's vlogs religiously. However, they are my in bed vlogs. So, I have things I watch on my phone when I'm in bed. So, then I never end up commenting. And I just want JC to know I be watching, but it's usually that it's the last thing before I go to bed. And then I'm just like, oh. And
Okay.
then I roll over.
I just want us to be able to start while it's still the 15-minute mark. So
Yeah.
we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. If you're new here and you're lurking, the typing sound is ASMR built into the timer. If that bothers you, feel free to mute and come back at the 40-minute mark in your time. How did everyone do?
I did going completely out of order. I did well. I actually got my makeup on and kind of started my day. Well, those of you who tune in often know that I'm a complete night owl. So usually when I stream with Zara, it's towards the beginning of my day. So if it seems like, oh, Portia's like getting ready for the day, it's because she is. Um, so next one, I will make my green smoothie. The next break.
And what goes in that smoothie?
So that is, thank you for asking. That is spinach, usually spinach, half of an apple. Right now, I'm doing these prune plums, which I love the hybrid fruits. So the prune plums, a banana, and I have some protein. There's actually, I found some protein drink stuff that actually doesn't taste horrible. So I put a little protein in it and a little unsweetened almond milk.
Nice.
What was I going to say? I signed on to my online learning platform for college, and I noticed that my grade had come in from my math paper from last time. Oh, we lost Gray. And not this past paper, but the previous one, I had mentioned that there's some issues with formatting going from doc to docx, and that particularly like the indentations on my paper were sometimes disappearing when they go over to docx. So just a heads up. And when the teacher graded this paper, not last paper, which I had made the mention on, but an issue that presumably would affect all of my papers, she took off 2 points.
Petition for them back. Say that you know that it was a problem, and you. I mean, she then might argue that, like, well, if you knew it was a problem, why didn't you fix it? But like, at least be like, I told you for my last paper
that the indentations were a problem. Anyway, that pissed me off, and so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a minute to regroup from that and find another productive use of my time for 20 minutes. So I think probably on the last sprint, I'll go in and I'll email the teacher. But until then, I'm not going to touch my email until I have a much cooler head from that. So instead, I focused on filling the Easter eggs for the community Easter egg hunt I'm hosting for my mom friends. And now I get to do my daughter's Easter basket. We are not religious. I am not a Christian. I am very pagan. And I love Easter. It ended up accidentally being my daughter's favorite holiday last year. She just absolutely loved wearing a big, fluffy, pretty new dress. And she's been asking for eggs once a week since last year. So I'm very excited to go a little bit more all out this year.
Hey, I mean, sometimes you just want an Easter egg hunt. Sometimes you just want chocolate. You
just want to have fun. So I'm very excited. I've got a lot more candy than I do have eggs, though. So I did tell my husband he needs to go and pick up some more fillable eggs.
I think I might buy some Peeps.
You should.
You should.
What did I do during that sprint? Oh, I called my PT office to be like, did you get the referral? Because my doctor's office says yes, but like I've had problems with that before. And they haven't sent it to me like I asked a million times. So like, I don't want to be slapped with a bill tomorrow. And they're like, no, we have it. I'm like, great. I'm like, okay. And I was supposed to fill out paperwork before. And they're like, oh, we send that tonight. And I'm like, okay, well, that was never made clear because I've been checking my email like every single day for the past week since I made the appointment. But great. I'll be on the lookout. So that's good. And then because it is the first, I am downloading all of the sales reports for all of Inimitable titles in all of the different formats. And I'm only getting the PDF. I didn't even finish getting the PDF reports. I then have to download the sales spreadsheets and then edit all those to redact, info from like just delete columns that are not relevant to authors, and stuff like that. But I always try and download it all on the same day, because whenever Simon and Schuster, their portal goes down, it's very much like, we don't know when it'll be back. And you ask them, they're like, it should be up in 24 hours. I'm like, okay, well, do you want to read my bullet journal to show proof of how many times it's taken at least 72 hours versus
Jesus Christ.
24-hour fix? So that's why I'm like going hard. I'm like, get it on now.
That's unacceptable. That's really unacceptable.
I mean, the thing is that it used to happen more frequently. So I literally had to change my contracts with my early signed authors to be like, I need until the middle of each month to send you these reports, because I have no control over whether or not these things will even be downloadable
In the first week.
Yeah. Like on the first.
Well, is it a traffic issue? Is it that a lot of publishers are trying to access it? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it just literally doesn't say. Also, did I just download the ebook version of this? I'm like doing this on autopilot, and I'm like, what did I even do?
Yeah.
Okay. I also don't get ebook sales data until a month after it happens, which is such a pain in the ass when it comes to my authors being like, so is my marketing working? And I'm like, I can tell you about the hardcovers, but if you're only running ebook ads, no, I can't tell you because I don't know. So that's really fun.
Yeah, that's super frustrating.
I'm just
maybe during the next sprint I will go to my mailbox, because I think Evil Rainforest is telling me that a certain book that I was very excited about that released yesterday should be in my mailbox.
Does it maybe have a red cover?
It does indeed. It does indeed. So I am so excited, and let's see. So I am looking at let's see. It says arriving today. And then on Saturday, there's another book that I was really excited for that has already released that may have something to do with a secret in somebody's grandma. Is going to be in my mailbox on Saturday.
I love that.
You're so cute when you're happy, Portia.
Oh,
your smile just lights up the whole screen.
I love it. I love it.
I love books, and I love being able to support great authors and great publishers. So I had a couple of extra dollars, and I was like, let me go now, because as we all know, bills and things will pop up and eat that money. So I was like, let me go now and do the thing. And plus that sale, anybody who's watching who has not gotten Mother Mercy yet, when I went to get it, Amazon like slashed the price for the hardcover. It's like less than $8. So please run, don't walk.
Shut the fuck up. If it's less than 10, I'll take it.
It's $7.73. You actually missed me talking about it at the start, Portia, but thank you for bringing it up again, because the more times we say it, hopefully the more times people will buy it. Because we are now at the start of the live stream Regina informed me that Mother Mercy was at number 629 in Vigilante Justice.
Okay.
In the top, it was 1,599 in murder thrillers and 88,099 in the entire bookstore. So we broke top 100,000, which like some people might be like, oh, that's like whatever. And I'm like, no, like that's
big.
That's all books on Amazon.
Yeah.
So,
That's
like, do I kind of wish they had told me they were going to be running this price deduction so I could have like scheduled posts? Yeah. But am I like, I shared it on Instagram story. I probably should share it on other platforms as well.
$8.44 with tax, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Bought, done, on its way. It'll be here April 3rd.
Nice. Right now, which is wild. Like to get that hardcover.
Hardcover book under $10. Excuse me, that's a sale I'm not skipping.
I have paid more for a paperback than that.
I was gonna say I haven't had a paperback be that cheap in years.
In a while.
Yeah.
In a while.
I love Regina being like, this is a big fucking deal.
No, it really, really is. And
also, I should have been having this ticker going. Don't forget to hydrate, stretch, take your meds, supplements, and back up your work.
But like, I think maybe because we're all, authors or publishers or like publishing adjacent people out in the world may not know how huge of a deal that is, but we do. And we're just like, no, that's huge.
Yeah. We're like, that makes my heart happy.
Yeah.
I still need to try and actually get Grandma's Little Secret into some categories that Becca had found. But as a traditional publisher, I can only set 3 buy stacks, and I can't like keywords to secretly get into other things. Like if you're self-publishing through KDP, there are like all these forms where it's like, oh, if you use this keyword, you get in. It's like weird.
Okay.
JC, Goodreads or Amazon? And I'll be honest, I did not get a chance to check new reviews yesterday. But if you posted it before Pub Day, I believe I should have seen it. Okay, you posted it on March 30th, so I actually did not see it. I see it now. I will make a graphic of this. Thank you so much. Yeah, all of Regina's reviews have been like suppressed by Amazon recently, so at least she's able to review on Goodreads. But like, I'm sorry, Regina, if I could.
Ooh, number 629 in Vigilante Justice Thrillers. You're climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Climbing. Love it.
What was I trying to do? Oh, I needed to set up the next forest room. Also, I'm so sorry that Gray's internet went down. I could text him. I probably should actually, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see the thing. Also, my forest staff finally was like, "Oh yeah, there are new trees." I'm like, that's what I thought. So that's fun. On my other phone hours ago. Okay, forest room. Let's see what these trees are named, but where is it? I unlocked too many things. This is such a stupid problem to have. This is what happens when I've had it for so many years. Here it is. Great. The good news is that during that break, I was still working and I downloaded everything I need. So if it goes down now, we're cool. I mean, because I just need it. I just need it to their systems to be working on Friday because that's when they're supposed to finally be receiving books, and they don't want that. Otherwise, the warehouse is going to be like, "Where are the books? We need to move the pup date again." And I'll be like, "No, we do not."
Look at these super cute giant coloring books.
Those are adorable. Those are so cute.
There's one for Peeps.
Yes, I saw the Peeps one. That's what I was nodding at that when you first popped it up.
So, I saw Kate's video about the date being pushed back, and I was like, oh no. I mean, I'm going to buy it like as soon as I can anyway, but I was like, oh no. I mean, I get why, but I was like, oh, that's nobody.
I know. Like, I was bummed. Like, all of a sudden the printer told me, and I was like, I would have
Besides Texas, are there any other Southwestern events that you guys are hosting?
Not currently. I think she is going to aim for oh my God, what's the other city in Texas?
Houston?
Yes, thank you. I'm like, she's doing one in San Antonio. What's the other one? And my blank just completely. I think she's going to try and do one in Houston in May now that the books are, the book events are spread out because the release day live stream is now on May 12th on the released.
I got her first watercolor set.
Aww.
So cute.
And look, it's a dinosaur bunny.
Love that.
She's been asking for this thing since we saw it the day after Easter last year.
I mean, you gotta give it to someone who's persistent.
Exactly.
And consistent.
Exactly.
I'm like, good for you advocating for what you want. Good job, little child.
Little child.
Well, I almost said little girl, and I was like, I don't like the way that sounds. That sounds like
I agree.
I was like, something about that don't sit right with me. Let's not do that one. Oh my God, the forest app went back to their original backgrounds.
Oh wow.
That was short-lived. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked the new one. Well, I mean, maybe
the completed.
Oh, that is adorable. She's going to love that.
I hope so. I'm obsessed with this kid. I gotta stop.
I mean, you should kind of be obsessed with your child.
Kind of.
I mean, like, not, diagnosably so, but also if you're not a fan of your child, it's like you're fucked up as a parent.
Right, agree. And also, look, if I may say, Gwenna, do it now. Do all of it now, because then when you're recovering from your BBL, nobody feels left out.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what yes, ma'am. You and I are on the same page, Chandra. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. There we go. I had forgotten a piece, but it's okay. We got it in there. We're good. It looks like I missed a couple things from Valentine's, and I thought her Valentine's bag was like a little bit scarce because I thought I had gotten more, and apparently I did. I had forgotten her Llama Llama I Love You book and her little heart of chocolate.
Well, now you can put it in this.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm going to say in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How'd you do?
First I spiraled because Portia sent that link of Ludacris rapping Llama Llama, and I had to go get Llama Llama and read along, and it was the funniest thing I've ever done in my life. So there was that. And then I remembered that a private client of mine has a less than 1-year-old daughter, and she is not going to be big enough for the Easter dress that he bought her, but she's way too big for all of her other Easter dresses. So I sorted through and picked out all the possible Easter dresses that my daughter had grown out of, and asked if he wanted me to come drop them off. And that took the biggest chunk of time because I had to dig through storage to find all those clothes, and then dig through the clothes to find the ones high quality enough to give away. And then I did house chores. I started some rice for lunch and flipped the laundry, did the dishes, that sort of thing. So very productive, honestly.
So, as usual, Gwenna, as a mom, I feel like people get certain superpowers from being a mom, because she'll do like 27 things in a sprint, and
Well,
then
it has to balance out with the brain fog they get.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point? I'm joking. Obviously,
No, you're not. It's so real. It's so real.
I was just talking to Edward, and it's a really nice day. We have all the windows open, so if you all hear stuff, it's because all the windows are open because it's a beautiful day. We were talking, and I'm like casually making my smoothie, and I was like, yeah, I have a lot of time, I think. And then I was like, can you check the timer just to see? I was like, I should have like 2-3 minutes left. And he's like, it's saying 8 seconds. And he's like, go, go, go. And he was like, because the smoothie was made, it just needed to be mixed. He's like, I got it. Go, run, go, get the. So
we love a supportive partner.
Yes. So he's like, I got this. I'll just mix it up for you and bring it. He's like, oh, run. Because I think today I'm just having one of those. I know this is like a neurodivergent thing for a lot of people. My time blindness, I usually can have things in place where like I'm pretty decent. It doesn't really affect things. But today my time blindness is so terrible. Like I am just having trouble with like feeling how long something takes as opposed to how much time I have. So I was like, I have at least like 3-5 minutes. I think he's like 8 seconds. What? Just a little time blindness.
They're like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Because there's no way I heard you correctly. Did you say 8 seconds? And it's like, well, now it's probably 5. So
yeah, exactly. So he's like, run, run, run. So which is funny because we balance each other out, because the thing about 2 neurodivergents in a household outside of chaos is usually like you have this balance of it's still like very chaotic and neurodivergent, but where one person is kind of struggling, the other person is like, oh, I got it. Like surprisingly,
I think the best kinds of neurodivergent pairs, or at least the best ones that I've seen on the internet, are normally where it's like, do we have similar symptoms sometimes? Yes, but we're not technically the same diagnosis, or if we are, it doesn't manifest the exact same way for us, so that in a weird way, together they can compensate for whoever's like on the struggle bus.
And we are the Instagram and TikTok have made us famous because it is, I am the chaotic ADHD wife and he is the more calm, laid back autism husband. So
I'm not going to say those specifically, but that tends to be it. We all know that tends to be the one that is online.
So he's just like, I'm, because the tism makes him like more like detail oriented. Me, I'm like, I can't detail. The ADHD doesn't allow it. And he's like, that's okay.
As the tism wife to my ADHD husband, I felt that in such a core part of who I am.
You're like, oh, I feel seen.
I'm seen.
The thing is that porque no los dos in a single head. So for me, I'm just like seesawing. And like all those memes where it's like ADHD, everything's in a pile. Autism, everything is in its own section. Odd HD, everything is piles, but nothing is actually organized. And it's in sections.
If only I could show you, because the desk that my husband and I share is in his room. If I could show you the difference between this desk that I have organized and the rest of the piles in this fucking room.
I now actually keep my desk pretty organized, but it's taken a long time for that to finally happen. It used to be like, no, there are piles. I know where everything is. And then also, though, if I'm working at my desk, it looks like a stationery store threw up. And then when I'm done, everything goes into my awesome pen case that my mom got me.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Oh, that's cute and accurate.
Fact.
I saw it and I was like, I really like it. And my mom was like, do you want it? And I was like, yes, please.
Can I show you guys the latest mugs that I added to my collection?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna go get them.
Yeah. But also a mug that I just recently bought is from Amara's Things I Made While Caffeinated.com. And it's the oligarchy. She doesn't have a patriarchy one, but the oligarchy. I got the censored one just because in case I do want to show it online, I felt better about that. But then I got the reader line as a t-shirt, and I got the writer line as a hoodie.
Very cute. Okay, so I had not heard of this site, so now I need one of everything. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, is this on sale? Sleeping is just a plot hole in my writing time. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I got as a hoodie.
Okay. I'm getting 2 of that mug and I'm sending one to Gray.
Perfect. I'm going to share the forest room soon. I forgot I don't have every single thing unlocked under my personal forest account because I don't really pay with time crystals on that account if I can avoid it, because I can always just do a plant together with the Inimitable account when necessary. So I'm just taking screenshots of those because they went back to their old design. So now the thing that I send out to my co-hosts would have been wrong. And also the thumbnails. I liked the fancier new design. It was fun, but then their current challenge lets you change it from normal dirt. And I guess that looks better on a plain background. It is easier to handle.
You guys mentally prepared yourselves?
We've tried.
Okay, fantastic. We're going to start with the mass marketed and move into the handmade. Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
There's this one.
Ooh.
It is
love it.
The size of my head. Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel. Very good. Also Cracker Barrel. It has udders and they're tipped in rubber at the bottom.
Oh, that's nice.
So it doesn't move anywhere once you place it. It's really nice.
No, I was serious. That is a nice feature. That sounded sarcastic.
And then do you guys know Epic the Musical?
Yes.
Fantastic. I have their Cersei mug.
That's so cute.
Very cute. Very cute. Local artist, a local artist named Cinder and Stone made this beauty.
Nice.
It's got a sipping.
I love that.
Yep. And she also made this one. Reminded me of Starry, Starry Night.
Hold on, Cinder and Stone. For some reason, I could be wrong, but I think that's the person who's teamed up with the Super Carlin brothers to make their Hermfroner mugs every single year.
Hey, Morgan! And also, for some reason, yeah, I need to, while you're getting the Forest Room code, I'm going to need to force quit and do a thing. Forest always, it lets me in and it'll do the room, but like right now.
Okay, that's the one I want.
Yes.
It's a thumb mug. It has a spot for my thumb. It's my favorite kind.
I love that.
Anyways, there we are. That is my
Forest is
most
saying
recent
I'm
edition.
killing the tree because I need to get out to go into the new room. Isn't that crazy?
It ended.
It did, but not on my phone. And if I try to leave, it's like you're killing the tree. And I'm like, I'm not killing the tree.
I once, on Sunday, I had planted this room. It was still work. I was in the room under my personal thing. Everyone else was in the room.
What website?
Oh my God, it says the tree did fail.
It just said that, and it was like I just did it. Like it's been over, and it was like
I know, and now it outs you. The app is back to outing. Hold on, Regina, go into your Forest app, click on the hamburger menu on the left, and click timeline, and let me know if it tells you who killed the tree, because I don't know if it's because I'm the host. And I didn't enter that Forest Room
because it's showing me. It's like Portia writes made us fail, and I was like, first of all, I didn't, and secondly,
yeah, and I see that, but again, like I don't know if it's because I'm the host or if that's like public.
So I'm going to just do
what website were you guys talking about with mugs? Oh,
Amara's. Is that a ghost?
Oh, sorry, that's my husband in the blender.
Okay. No, because all of a sudden I'm like, what?
Sorry, I thought I was muted just now. Yeah.
No, you don't have to be, but I just, when I hear weird noises coming from my co-host, I'm like, y'all haunted? You good?
I mean, and yes, we live in a very energetically active house, and we live right near the Civil War, the Civil War grounds. So I mean, yes, but not just now. That was just the blender. So okay, I'm gonna try this again.
I misspelled caffeinated 3 times trying to get that website open.
Oh, maybe you need to be a little bit more caffeinated.
You're not wrong.
Fill up one of those mugs, Gwenna, until your new one comes in. Also, they said that they were going to get rid of the 5+ trees once the new quarter arrived, and they are still here. And so I forgot how to say it. I'm confused in French. J'ai confusé. Je suis confus. There we go. Okay, Regina's app is acting like it never even died. No, that's you got the tree and the mushroom. Okay, because at first I just read that as I got the mushroom, and I'm like, yeah, but we did one after. So that is so weird.
So I just did a force quit and opened the app again so it doesn't like keep killing the trees for everybody because we were done. But for some reason my phone
is your deep focus off?
It is because so let's see. Yep, my deep focus is off. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Because I would say that like oh, maybe it just like didn't, maybe it didn't recognize that the app was off, because sometimes when deep focus mode is on, sometimes it overreaches, where it'll be like, the app's still going. And I'm like, no, it's not. And so that's why I was asking.
Yeah, my deep focus, I never turn my deep focus on just because, like, I know there's stuff that I legitimately do from my phone while we sprint that I was like, I don't want to kill the tree. So,
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just sending myself all the updated graph. Well, the old versions of the trees, but I had changed it from what I used to have of when it used to be like, oh, I would take a screenshot of when the tree was planted at 180 minutes because they look different when they're planted at 25 minutes. So I promise we will start the next sprint soon.
I really want a Fuck the Oligarchy t-shirt, but I hate like t-shirts that even come near my neck. And I am continuously disappointed by the number of small artists who never make anything in V-neck.
You can lodge a formal complaint.
You're like, you could do something about that.
You know the person.
It's not just Amara though. It's like every time I find like some cute t-shirts I really want, I'm like, oh
no, I know it's not just Amara, but I'm like, given you know the person this time around.
it's just not, only her. I want everyone to understand that sensory issues are a thing, and neck touching is a major
100%.
100%. Like, I prefer V-neck t-shirts, but as somebody that like has looked behind the scenes at making like merch and stuff, the V-necks actually cost extra, which is bullshitterous and shouldn't. But the V-necks actually cost more, so that is possibly an answer to.
Oh no, that often is, yes. But I went through a phase where I was always wearing chokers and scarves.
Yeah.
And now I can't stand that. And I have all these like turtlenecks, but they're all loose. So they look like they're tight, but they're not actually, and they're very soft against my skin, and they don't feel constricting at all.
It's like a major trigger for so many people. I'm willing to pay more for a V-neck, personally.
Oh, I would too.
You know what I mean? Like, the t-shirt's $12. I'll pay up to like $20 for a V-neck.
I mean, as long as it's like not one of those like super itchy fabrics. And I'm like, come on.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, JC, if you added V-necks to your store, I would spend money. So maybe don't. For my wallet.
Like, I need that coin. I definitely am. Did I forget to send myself an image? Looks like I did. Sorry. I want to do this. Actually, no, this is in the photo app, so I can do this while we're running this sprint. I'm out of the fourth app, having to take all the screenshots and stuff, because I've unlocked so many trees, which is amazing, but also like, oh my God, when I have to then document them, it's a lot. Yeah, I forgot to share this image. Okay, there we go. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna make the code. All will be groovy and will be cool. Forest. Portia picked. Do not remember this off the top of my head, so I left a note for myself. Sunflower. If I can find it, here it is. I'm sorry, I got 30 minutes of sleep last night because I stayed up all night reading. I have not done this in like months.
Oh no. Grayson's back. He's in small box prison.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the notification and I didn't see the one that said. Sorry about that. Also, don't forget to hydrate, stretch, take meds and supplements, and back up
Ooh.
your work.
I'm glad you said that. I need my meds.
Did you hear me talk about how bad my sleep was last night, Gray?
Yeah, I can't judge. I slept for an hour, maybe, if that.
Technically, you can judge because you actually slept more than me last night. So.
Okay, then full judgment.
Yeah. Enjoy it. It doesn't happen often, Gray.
Full judgment.
Full judgment.
Full judgment.
You're like,
get
well,
to have full
who's this? Okay.
I actually slept again last night. I slept like a baby. So
What are you doing, Portia?
I don't know, because I usually don't sleep either, but for some reason, like, I've been sleeping like a baby this week. Although, my mom is like, maybe it's perimenopause, just because I've also been like,
Oh.
snapping.
That's less fun.
And I said, so I always call my mom Dream Smasher, because I was like, here you go, taking like a nice
Dream
thing.
Smasher.
I was like, here you go again, Dream Smasher, taking a nice thing and be like, yeah, it might be perimenopause. And I'm like, oh God.
I mean, do you want to come down here and get adopted by my mom? Because she's been trying to knock me out. She's like, what will make you go to sleep? I'm like, it's okay. It's literally fine.
She's like, no.
But
sorry about the sirens.
This is another time that me and Gray need to be with our actual biological mothers. We always joke that we got each other's biological mom, because I actually look like his mom and he kind of looks like mine.
I do remember you telling me this.
Yeah. So my mother does not sleep because actual menopause. So she was like, yeah, the perimenopause, you get a little tired. And then she's like, the actual menopause wires you up. And then she's like, I haven't slept through the night in years. It's fine.
And you just look at her horrified.
Well, the women in my family don't tend to sleep. So, like, my grandmother didn't really sleep a lot. My great grandmother, which was funny because my aunt, my mom's younger sister, thought that her grandmother didn't sleep at all, because she's like, but she's awake when I'm awake and she's awake when I'm sleeping, because she would always, my great grandmother was like early to rise, and she was the last person up in the house. And then she would sleep for a little while and she'd wake up early. So my aunt was convinced her entire childhood that her grandmother never slept. So we don't really, women in my family don't. I'm sure that's a hormonal thing. I'm sure there has to be a reason for that. I mean, or it's just that we're all very neurodivergent. I mean, it could also be that. My mom is also like, how did I not know I was neurodivergent until you told me? And I was like, Mom.
It's like, I don't know. How didn't you?
My mother doesn't think she's autistic. It drives me up a wall. I've never seen a more autistic woman in my life. And she does not believe that she has autism. I'm like, where is your hyper fixation on your sense of justice and these very clear sensory issues and your compulsion for organization and systems? Like, where do you think it comes from? Where? The ether? Did your mother take too much Tylenol? Did Nana take too much Tylenol? Come on now.
I had to physically
the
show my mom.
savagery.
I had to physically show her because she's like, I don't have anything. I was like, you do. My mom has to line up her pencils and her highlighters a certain way. If you touch it, she will go ballistic. So as I'm talking to her, I look down and with my finger, I gently move the pen. She moves it back. And as we're talking, I reach down, touch it again, and she keeps touching it back. And then I rearrange the pencil. And she looks at me like I murdered someone. It slowly puts the pencil back. And I'm like, you think that's not neurodivergent? She's like, no, it's. And she stopped. I'm like, you doodle on every note. You have to doodle on every note. You have to turn your notebook a certain way at a 45-degree angle. If you turn it at any other angle, you will shift uncomfortably. You have to do it a certain way. And she's like, no. And then she sat there like, oh. I was like, yeah. I was like, what did I get in trouble in school for? Doing the exact same thing. What did my brother get in trouble for? The exact same things. Mom, none of us are neurotypical. And she went, oh my God. I was like, yes, welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you. You're the one who bought me the ticket to this ride. I'm glad you're finally realizing that you're on it too.
She's like, was your father? I was like, Dad was the worst. He has a bathroom calculator because he has to do math in the bathroom. Don't ask me why.
Like
a bathroom specific calculator.
He has a bathroom specific calculator.
I'm living.
And you can hear him crunching away numbers. And I'm like, are you typing on something? It's my calculator. Dad, no.
to the point, this was such a thing. It was so funny because Gray, I was just in Walmart yesterday, day before yesterday, whatever day that was when I told you I was like, I hate everyone. I think I'm hungry. I was in Walmart and they put the TI-83 calculators on clearance. And I was like, oh my God, I would have so gotten that for Dad and sent it to him. Because you do functions and stuff. So I'm like, please take a new calculator for the bathroom.
And he would have scrolled it away in the bathroom, but like, my new bathroom calculator. And it's like, sir, stop. No, I don't think you realize. I went into that bathroom to clean it out. I was like, why are there so many calculators? Then I went to his desk. I don't know how many pairs of reading glasses this man has. He doesn't have a prescription, by the way. He just has a bunch of reading glasses everywhere. There were 6 in the truck alone. 6.
He was probably losing them because here's
I was going to say, that's someone who's been losing them.
That's somebody who's been losing them because
he has a box, y'all. They're not lost. He just collects them.
Because my parents do that because, again, neurodivergence, both of them. And so my pop loses his reading glasses, so he has a bunch. But then because he loses them all the time, he'll often just, if we go out to eat, he'll borrow my mom's to like look at the menu, which is funny because my mom has the stylized readers like mine. So she has like the cat eyes or like the really huge, like girly ones with the pink frame. And he's like, give me your reader so I can see the menu. And the waiter will walk over and be like, I'll give you a little more time with the menu.
It's like, get your own.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
We're going to start our next sprint at the 55-minute mark, which is less than a minute from now. Today is the first day of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. We will be making a post about it on our social media. If the caption is triggering for you, if the topic is triggering for you, totally understand, but please know that our caption will be talking about like, like believe survivors, stand with survivors. Also, like these books have that theme in them from Inimitable Books. And then we've had a month for a while, Regina. And the caption also has certain phone numbers that people can call for help. So, yeah, just want to put that out there. It is heavily an issue in Mother Mercy, but at least those a-holes get what's coming to them. So, okay, hide the code. Sprint 3 in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. We're back.
Woo!
Christina posted something, which is great. Your website's so pretty, Regina. I will say that your title of romance covers makes it sound like you're selling pre-made covers for the romance genre, but they're all your romance books. So I would maybe just name it romance the same way you had your other page named paranormal sci-fi. That's my only note.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just the other timers, I think. How did people do? Gray is unmuted, Gwenna is muted, and Portia is unmuted. So I don't care what order audio.
I ate lunch and I answered some club journal emails, and I started applying the copy edits from Arthurian Book 1 into the actual file, which is months overdue, but I keep putting it off. And I organized my Google Drive.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Speaking of that, I just read something on Threads of someone that had screenshotted something from Reddit where this guy, his wife, his 2 daughters, and his son are all in a family, like in Google, like they linked their accounts or something.
Mm-hmm.
The son did something really stupid. Google shut down all of their accounts and they can't access anything. One daughter's dissertation is on Google Drive.
Oh.
And submission is like in 3 weeks. His business is attached to that. The way he pays his mortgage is attached to it. And it's just
no.
And everyone's like, if you think you're having a bad day, at least you're not this dude. And I'm just like, new fear unlocked. Because the kid did something really, really stupid. And it involved AI, so.
Of course. Okay.
Oh.
I would have sobbed.
Come on now.
I would have sobbed.
Come on now. The way I would have an absolute meltdown if I lost access to my files.
How old's the kid?
13.
Oh.
13-year-old boys always do stupid things. He needed his own file, his own account.
Oh, no, he had his own account, but he did the stupid thing on the family admin tablet.
Oh, no.
All of the accounts.
Yeah, no, I would have sobbed.
Dumb.
Nope.
So dumb.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So dumb.
Very, very.
So I said what it was in the private chat, but I don't want to say what it is here because it's just like
you'll get flagged.
Exactly. So
yeah. But yes, very stupid, very not a thing that should have happened.
And like on one hand, the AI actually did something correct based on the information it had, and the information for once wasn't wrong. But there's no way. But the guy posted, he's like, because someone was like, no, you shouldn't be able to get back in because of this. And the guy responded like, okay, but me, my wife, my 2 daughters had nothing to do with the actions of my idiotic son.
Yeah.
And like our whole lives are tied to these accounts.
Oh, that.
Well,
oof.
One, it is a lesson to never let your whole life be tied to one fucking account, right?
I know, because I'm learning. I'm like, oh, your business and your personal email were either in the same Google group or were literally the same email. But my personal email is separate from my business email, my Inimitable email, which is separate from my author email.
It has to be.
I don't even put all of my emails in a Google group together and it's all me. But that's just me being exceedingly paranoid. Like, because I'm like, if something goes down, this is all of my email addresses. Oh, and what I did during that sprint, because this is something that people have been doing probably like forever, but I have never done before. I did immersive reading. So I have to read The Magic for I'm in a mystery school. It's called Pulp and Paint, and
For your next doctorate?
Hmm?
For your next doctorate?
Yeah, for the next one. I didn't do it for this one, but for the next one, absolutely. So we have to read this book together in a small group, and I am going to give it a solid chance, even though I have in the past been very vocal about having issues with The Secret and anything associated with The Secret. But
yeah, I read The Secret years ago, and then I found out how problematic, and I was like, well, I never really followed that anyway. But I'm really glad to hear, like.
Yes, so this is me going into it with an understanding of even before knowing how problematic it was, because my whole thing was, and I will make it a very brief rant if I can. I just didn't like that it was like, oh, this is a secret. And here, we needed this white woman to tell the world about this secret, which is really just what marginalized groups and groups
I know, yeah.
in the African diaspora and, in the Middle East had been doing for centuries.
I read it maybe when I was maybe like 9 or 10. So I didn't have that language, but it rubbed me the wrong way. And I didn't have a way to express that at the time.
And that was just kind of my biggest thing, outside of the fact that then over time, a lot of the people that were associated with The Secret when it became a movie, and all the people that were on Oprah, and over time, not all, but a lot of them ended up being kind of shisty, weird people. But in any case,
Oprah has been friends with one too many.
I've always said that because I was like, because my mom used to always say, like, this was like back in the 90s. Back when everybody loved Oprah, she was like, yeah, I'll watch the show. She was like, something about her just doesn't really, and people would be like, you don't like Oprah, would you? She's like, I don't know. I can't put my finger. It just seems very, and then years later, I was like, Mom, you were right. It's very weird. But saying all that to say, so I have to read the book, and I'm giving it a fair-ish shake. I would not have chosen it for myself, but
you're going to read it, and you're going to be like, what if I came to this without any preconceived notions?
Yes. So I'm actually trying to come to it without any preconceived notions, because the people that recommended it, I actually, it's doing the thing again. It just said it was like, oh, you're done, and then it goes right back into counting down from the beginning. So it just popped up, oh yay, you're done, and then
did you tap okay?
It just flashed up really fast. I didn't even get a chance to click okay.
And you quit? Can you turn off your whole phone again?
Okay, yeah, definitely, because I don't want to keep killing the trees.
I mean, I don't know if turning it off is going to supposedly say it got killed, but Regina said that on her end, it didn't look like it had gotten killed. So I'm just wholly confused.
Oh, mine did that for a while. Mine went in about a minute or two before everyone else's and says, oh, you're done. But I was afraid to touch it because I figured if I moved it, it will start killing the trees.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not even we're done. But mine never really starts, and then when it's done, it'll be like, congratulations, you're done, and then it'll start for me after it's done for everybody else. Let me see. Just shutting down my phone for 1 second. Let's see.
Kate's new video just dropped, and it's all about ellipsis, and I just want to say thank you to Gray for being the first one to tell me about it.
Yay!
Ellipsis is amazing.
But you might want to go over there and be like, yeah, I've been using it for a while, and interact with her over there.
Yeah.
What is ellipsis?
It's writing software for writers, made by writers. They have a wonderful Discord community as well.
Someone give Gray a soapbox.
No, seriously, I rant about them so much because they're very open. They're like, listen, I've tried so many different writing softwares.
You
and
rave
just-
about them. Rant is you're angry,
I'm angry with passion in a happy way.
which is rave, which is you rave about them.
But yeah, the guy was like, listen, he's used so many different writing softwares and he wasn't happy with any of them. So he said, I'll make my own. And he did. And he takes a lot of feedback. Like I said, they have a wonderful Discord community. And he's like, tell me what's going on. Tell me what you guys want. They do. He adds new themes like weeklies because you can change the colors because, yeah. But it's free. There's a lot of free options. And people are like, we kind of want a paid option. He's like, are you sure? Because the whole point was to have it free. And people are like, no, we want this. People begged for that. So he goes, okay, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. What do you want that you will pay for? How much do you want? Like, he's actually going through and asking questions and being very careful. But he's like, I need y'all to know the free part will always be free. There will always be new stuff added to the free version, always, because that's kind of the whole point.
I love that.
It's amazing.
I do.
I love it.
I do love that. I do think, I wish that we could have more things and more things in life that are like that. Unfortunately, we do live in a capitalist hellscape where people have to make a living.
Absolutely. But yeah, if you're looking for a place to do
corporations are really greedy and make it impossible.
Absolutely.
For people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But yeah, like I said, the community's great. If you're always looking for sprints or something like that, they have sprints going on all times. You can go and start a sprint and someone will always jump in with you. People there are amazing.
I don't use Discord. Are they on any other socials?
I know they're on. No, wait. Are they on Threads? I think they're on Threads.
This is the issue when I'm trying to narrow down the socials in my life.
Overwhelms me so much.
It's so overwhelming.
And had I not paid for Scrivener years ago, I think I would have either started paying for Butter before you told me about Ellipsis, or I'd be paying for Ellipsis now. But it's just like right now, I can't really justify paying for another writing software when I already have something that works really well for me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm such a Scrivener girly.
They actually stole me from Scrivener. Like Ellipsis actually stole me from Scrivener, and I didn't think that because I was the same way. I was like, well, I have this. It's working. It's doing what I need. I was like, I'm good. But then I just started kind of playing around with it because Gray talked about it so much. And usually Gray talks about a writing software, and I'm like, okay. Like I'll wait for the next one. Like once you hate that one, and then but no, it was like consistently like, look what they're doing.
It was about like 8 months in. 8 months of me constantly ranting and raving about Ellipsis before you were like, you know what? I finally gave it a shot.
I really did. Because you have to understand that Gray used to try a new writing software like every week or two.
Yes.
I know. That's why I was like, because whenever Gray mentions something, I open it. And like, I tend to also, set up an account just so where it's like, oh, if I do return to this, like, there it is. But
I'm in the middle of an issue with Scrivener in that I have set up my Scrivener how I want it to look for the entirety of my Arthurian series. Like I have the color scheme. I have all the little icons. I have all the little background images for how I want it to be the Arthurian. And the Arthurian is going to be like 10 to 12 books. I've already written like 2. And I'm about to write 3 in Q4. But I'm going to next quarter, literally, on April 15th, I'm going to start writing a book that is not in the Arthurian series. And I am just pulling my hair out because the one reason I haven't started this book yet is because I would have to go in and change all my theme settings in Scrivener for this new book. And I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. So I might try Ellipsis only to write this new book.
Well, try it in Ellipsis because I'm telling you, because I really liked Scrivener a lot. Mm-hmm. I didn't like how slow they were with updates.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're really slow with updates. But I was like, but it works. Like, I'd rather have less updates than something that updates all the time with breaks. So I was like, okay, this is fine. And the thing that I was telling Gray was, I was like, well, you know how I feel about writing in a browser. I don't want to write in a browser. I want a separate app. Like, I feel really strongly about this. And then I went and tried it and was like, oh, this doesn't feel like writing in a browser. I was like, so even though it is browser based, it doesn't feel like it. I was like, because I don't like it. That's the reason I never did like Life Writer, or what was that other weird one I tried and hated? The
Dabble.
Yes.
I could not. I did not.
I love how you knew exactly what I was talking about. I was like, tried it and hated it just because back when NaNoWriMo was a thing, they gave that free month trial to Dabble, and other people liked it, and I was like, I'll try it. And I was like,
I couldn't get behind it. And their main thing was like, use J.K. Rowling's like table grid outlining method. And I'm like, let's stop.
Oh yeah, they
plot grids are so good for like developmental edit. Sorry, Greg.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say plot grids, the J.K. Rowling method, are so good for reverse outlining and developmental edits, and so not good for literally anything else.
I know, because Butter Docs would also, like, you could kind of make it that way. Like, it looked more like a Kanban board, but what they were prompting you with was essentially the plot grid stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, I didn't love Butter either. I liked it better than Dabble, but I was just like, Dabble doesn't feel like it's doing anything that Scrivener doesn't. And it keeps tying itself to this awful person. Like, so I was just like, nah,
it's like their calling card. It's the best thing they could do. It's like, but J.K. Rowling's like, please stop. Please stop.
Right. And it was like, they kept.
It's like, you're embarrassing yourself.
And they won't take a hint.
I found Dabble to be very incomplete in the sense that it felt like it was a lot of things, but not enough of the things I wanted. Like, I was like, this is a lot of things, but yet not actually the things I want it to be. Whereas with Ellipsis, it doesn't feel like, it actually feels like it was made by a writer. I mean, because it was, but I was like, oh, this actually has the stuff that I need, but not a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That I don't. It's not stuff just for stuff's sake. You know how sometimes you'll get a writing software that wants to be feature rich, so then they just have all this stuff, and it's like
Campfire.
Oh God, yes. But no, that was pretty much me with Reedsy, because I really loved Reedsy. I loved it to bits. But then once they got a paying tier, all the free things that was there that I loved, Reedsy took away a good chunk of the free things and put it behind the paying tier. I'm like, what was the
I mean, for me, I just didn't do Reedsy because I was like, I already paid for Vellum, and I have Scrivener.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, that just ruined it for me. That ruined everything. And that made me so disappointed in Reedsy, and now there's kind of no point in me using it. And I was like, well, what else is there? Mind you, I do have Scrivener as well. I forget for all the time that I have Scrivener until someone mentions it. I'm like, oh yeah, I have that. That's there. But I was like, okay, what else is there? I'm not going back to Noveler. I'm not going back to Dabble. And then
I never tried Noveler. I was just like, after the Dabble thing, I was like, you know what? Scrivener was a great recommendation from NaNoWriMo before NaNoWriMo became a trash fire. I have like other recommendations. I'm good. Like, I don't need to keep trying.
Yeah, no, there's no point in traveling. Noveler's
No, like Noveler, I think also was like really pushing AI or like
heavily,
yeah. And I was very much like, I don't want that.
Like, they're really community focused. I like that part. Like, they're trying to push people to like talk together, share resources, things like that. Their community side is great, but then they go back and AI this. Stop it.
But like Pro Writing Aid is also very community based now because they've created like their own versions of Nano a few times. Mm-hmm. And they have like interviews with writers like Nano used to. And they like, yes, there are AI features, which I never use, but then it's also just like, for me, a better version of Grammarly, because I can say like, I'm writing a novel. Please don't edit this as if this is an academic paper.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a Pro Writing Aid girl. And the funny thing about it being that even though I don't like how much AI has been added, and I don't, I don't like some of the marketing, but as far as actual
Yes.
editing, and as far as being a person that writes in multiple genres and then still does like some tech writing, some other stuff, like I like that I can tell it when I'm writing and it changes how it approaches it. And I was like, that's something I actually need. So I'm actually going to, in December, because every year they have a sale in December and it's like this crazy like half off. I think I'm going to do the lifetime um one in December because I just always go back to it. It'll be cheap. It pays for itself in like 2 years to just do the lifetime one because I don't need like the Sparks or whatever the AI thing is, just the actual.
I did Pro Writing Aid Lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's been also, I'm looking at Ellipsis and they have templates, and I wish they had Romancing the Beat in here so I didn't have to bring in mine from Scrivener.
Oh, I'll suggest it because honestly, once you start suggesting things, he goes, okay. He's like, give me like a week or two, and he will start adding things in.
Yeah, I just don't feel like making an account on the suggestion thing and then getting a million emails about that because I get so many emails about the Ko-fi stuff.
Oh, I didn't do a Ko-fi post today. I forgot. Oh no.
Google Docs has been giving me so much shit lately. It was behaving super, super well with a certain manuscript that an author submitted because she wanted other people to give feedback the same time as me. And it was working and working and working. And then for the past 2 nights, every 5 seconds, it'll be like, you've lost internet. And I'm like, I have not. What are you doing? And I'd have to completely reload the page because it would freeze.
Very briefly on Ko-fi, I have a bookmark that I designed and uploaded for free on Ko-fi, and it has all the review stuff that you could use for a book, like the title, genre, author, my favorite scenes, and my rating. And you can use that bookmark for free. And if you would like one, because I ordered like 10 of them from my printer, and they gave me 100. So if you would like one,
someone added an extra 0 or they misread it.
If you would like one sent to you, just please send me postage and I'll send you 10.
Yes, I will. Yes,
that is so awesome.
I will be private messaging you to send you postage because I need bookmarks. So I'm going to need one for Mother Mercy, and then I might as well stick one in here to be like, I'm trying to read this book with an open mind. I'm probably failing at that, but I am going to try to read it with an open mind.
You are also welcome, if you would like, to just download the very free PDF that is there.
Okay.
Okay, I forgot all of you had Ko-fi links, and every time y'all fill out the co-hosting form, you normally give me a different link than your Ko-fi ones. So these are all in the comments now.
I update my Ko-fi once a year.
So. I know. I'm an ambassador, and my own Ko-fi has been so neglected because everything that isn't Inimitable Books in my life or Riley has been sorely neglected. So I need to get better about posting again on my own Ko-fi.
Which reminds me that I need to order collage things. And thank you, Zara and Regina, for accepting my original collage pieces for me to like figure out if I wanted to sell prints or not. And so I'm making collage prints because I'm actually taking my collage stuff seriously now because
As you should.
I was in a collage class yesterday because there's a woman who is an amazing tarot creator and collage artist, and she's from DC, and I was like, we are not the same person, but it seems like it, so I must take your collage work. And we know a bunch of people in common who swear we have the same accent because people think DC doesn't have an accent. It absolutely does, but you would have to know people that are from there and not just live there. It's like, oh, you all sound the same. It's like, it's the DC accent. It's a thing.
I think the title is pretty normal. Well, it's the same as all your other titles for your streams.
Well, yeah. So monthly, every month since January, I've been actually since December, I've been doing a new post to give out freebies. And
hold on. Wait, Grape, just before you do, they might be thinking this is a title. This is a forest room.
That is dope.
Our book titles are on inimitableBooks.com.
Wow. Okay.
Just in case that was it, because that popped into my mind. I'm like, hold on.
Okay.
That will
Great.
make
You can
more
continue,
sense.
and then we are going to do our final sprint.
Yeah, that will make more sense. But yeah, every month I do upload some goodies. Usually it's like a wallpaper or a phone wallpaper as well. And then if you're subscribed, I usually go into a little bit more detail about what projects I'm working on and things like that. So yeah, that's what I need to work on now is the April post for freebies and then an update on project stuff.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So by title, you were right, Gwenna. It was the live stream. So instead of I could be writing, the title is I Could Write Books, which I explain in the description is the name of a song from a musical that I grew up with. And yeah.
Mhm.
But it's always the like I could be writing and then vibe, even though it says I could write books. It's actually like a really emotional song about like here's all the trauma I have that I could write, but I actually won't because it will ruin my relationships.
Oh no.
But where was the comment that JC said? Oh yeah, I love how every time the sprint timer ends, it says finish something today because that's like the thumbnails that I made for the timers. One was like face the blank page, and one is like finish something today, and the other one's like deep focus with the Pomodoro method or something. I was trying to, be discoverable.
How's that going? I noticed that you recently hit a pretty big watch time. Right?
Yeah, I know. It's exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I need to go back to filming more videos. Thing is that things got busy and then I'm working on my own romance book and then I've just been having so many problems with it. Although I think I now have fewer problems with it because I wrote to Regina. I'm like, so a lot of contemporary romance seems to be first person, one POV only, but I started writing in third with 2 POVs because that's my default. And I know other genres of romance do that. And like, do I need to rewrite? Because I know you write contemporary romance and I like hadn't yet gotten her Colorado Billionaire series. I bought all 13 books yesterday or 2 days ago.
Ooh, damn.
But she was like, no, I do that. And I'm like, great. I'm taking your word as gospel because I don't feel like rewriting my outline, but just rewriting my story because I like what I have. I just know I need to add a lot more to it. But when I was feeling like, oh my God, I'm ready to tear my hair out because like I started this and I thought I was laying such a good foundation, but now I have to rip it all up type of thing. I was very much like not in the mood to make the next video that I had promised, which is romance tropes. But now like I'm a little bit more excited, but I'm also very busy through the end of the week. So hopefully I'll film it next week. But I think I want to build up a backlog. Yes, Regina, I know. I want to build up a backlog of videos so that I can go back to posting weekly. It was supposed to be just a little break and then it just kept going. Also, we're going to start the final sprint.
Yay! I am not joining the forest room because I restarted my phone and I actually turned it off and turned it back on, and it's still showing me.
Oh my God, Portia, you might have to delete the app and like reinstall it. Oh my God, why is it always giving you great problems?
So, but it's fine. But I will be doing my immersive reading. And happy National Poetry Month if Michael is still here and everybody else that reads or writes poetry.
I like that, Michael, and then everyone else who writes poetry.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. The typing is built into the timer as ASMR, so if that bothers you, please mute and come back at the 15-minute mark in your time. I started really crashing during that sprint, so I got nothing done.
I got 3 chapters of copy edits applied and looked into Ellipsis. I think I will attempt my next novel, Blue Like Water, working title, on that. And we
Nice.
shall see how it goes.
Nice.
Nice.
I listened to my husband rant about this cat. This cat keeps showing up in our yard for this last week, and he thinks that the cat is getting to our birds. We have a bunch of feeders out for the birds, so he thinks that the cat is getting birds. So he's very upset. I mean, I am too, but it's like, what do you do? It's a cat, and it has a collar on, so it's somebody's cat. So we just don't know which neighbor's cat it is that's getting into our yard and being a menace to our birds. So,
Boo.
yeah. So now we have to follow the cat back to where it's going to figure out which neighbor it is, because we're just like, dude, can you just...
Or you can just take a picture of it
I was
and
gonna
on
say,
your own time, go to your neighbors and say, hey, is this your cat?
I can do that because I just snapped a picture of him.
You could do that. Tag not have a phone number for the owner.
You know what? We can look at it because we didn't get that close. We just saw that they had a collar on, so I will look and see if there's a phone number.
I mean, I'm assuming that because there's a collar on the cat, that the cat isn't like as dangerous as like a feral cat, but obviously like, don't go barging in. And
no, I'm not gonna do that. So, I don't know. We'll see. And clearly, I love cats because clearly, but like, dude, can you like not be a menace to the birds? Like,
That's asking a lot. It's asking a lot of a cat.
Cats do as they please, and so does Riley. And Riley has meowed, and I am convinced that Riley is a cat who sometimes exhibits dog traits, living in a dog body. Gray is still muted, but I need to walk Riley, and I then need to nap because I only slept for 30 minutes all night.
Oh no.
So
go lay down. Jesus. What were you even? You should have canceled today, Zara.
I wanted to get stuff done, and I got some stuff done. Not
Zara.
The really big stuff that I need to get done, but that'll be later after my nap. But I do want to quickly show off the thing that I crocheted before the live stream when I could have been napping earlier.
She's going to overdo it.
Yep. Oh,
it's a capybara. So it's a gift from my cousin.
Oh, I love capybaras.
My cousin who's engaged.
Oh, it's so precious.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should I have napped? Yes. Was this really relaxing in its own way? Yes. So
I'm
quite proud of that. Okay. Let's do outros. Just really quickly, if people don't know who Grayson is, let me put the link under. That's his TikTok. Excuse me. And this is his Ko-fi link. Okay. Now, Gwenna, your turn.
I'm Gwenna at Gwenna the Winna, everywhere that matters, on all the socials. Don't find me. I'll find you. Bye.
Did you say don't find me, I'll find you?
Go find me.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, that sounded vaguely threatening. If you said
no, Portia was correct. I said don't find me. Portia was absolutely correct.
Wait, seriously? I heard go find me, I'll find you. As in it's like a reciprocal
I'll
thing.
find you. which sounds very vaguely threatening.
No,
and makes
I
me
agree,
wonder-
but I thought she had said a like reciprocal thing of like, oh, if you find me, I'll find you.
No, vaguely threatening is very on brand for me.
Okay, are you also writing a thriller? Because like this energy, I love. It's like, don't find me, I will find you. And then it's like, okay, and
Your link is going, so Portia, it's
oh,
your
it
outro.
is my turn. I am me. I am Portia. I wrote this book, Low Bridge High Water, a poetry collection, and I love all things cat ears, chaos, and the writing in between.
And my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma, but also publishing great stories where authors sometimes elect to write about their trauma, including our latest release that came out yesterday and is currently super, super cheap on Amazon for $7.73 USD, which is cheaper than the ebook.
Yes.
Over there. So grab this while you can. There's a bonus scene only in the hardcover that's not in the published ebook or the forthcoming audiobook. Audiobook date TBD because it's being handled by an external company. And underneath the dust jacket is awesome red foil designs, and there's stuff on the back as well. So if you're looking for a steal right now, that's happening. I have no idea how long Amazon's going to be doing that because we were not consulted. So
Rude.
get a great book.
And also the delivery guy just dropped it off, so the book is actually literally on my doorstep. I was hoping it would get here so I could like flash it before we were done, but it just got here. Like the guy just like
Yay.
looked at the fake cat, because I have a fake cat, looked at the fake cat and then the real cat that's also in my yard and was like, what's happening here, and kind of just brought me past.
Gray, since you are here, do you want to do your own outro? Because I just popped your links up on screen while you were.
Sure. Hey everybody, my name is Grayson Wild and I write with pride. I like navigating fantasy, high, low, and all in between, accompanied by a warm mug of coffee. I have a Ko-fi, which is on screen. I've been updating that every month. You get freebies if you are a member, which is literally a desktop that I make, which is a calendar. So you get a themed calendar every month. Sometimes you get a themed phone wallpaper as well. And then I tell those who are members some inside info on the projects I'm writing and things like that. I'm trying to get better with that as well. I'm also on TikTok, same thing, Frolic Some Gray. You will see a Starring's left ankle. Don't judge me. It's there. But if you follow me on TikTok and I realize it's one of y'all, you will be spammed with TikToks. I will tell you this right now. I don't apologize for that. But yeah, I will see y'all next time. Thank y'all for inviting me.
Yes. Gray also did the maps for most of our books, except the Wanderer of Pages duology, Until the Last Page, and Beyond Ever After. So Gray's multi-talented, and we are grateful to have had his work in our books. But thrillers don't. Actually, I suppose a thriller could use like a surveillance map. We didn't do any of those. So, so very cool. Thank you for being here. Yes, as Grace said, hydrate when we log off. Thank you for being here. I will be updating the Inimitable Books calendar with April live streams tomorrow once I have those finalized. But thank you to my 3 co-hosts who were willing to sign up for today, while knowing they were going to have to fill out a form later. So thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
And thanks for watching.